Hello, people. Hello, my awesome friends. Hello, my really close friends here from North America. How's everything doing? Thank you for the likes, guys. Yeah. Whew. Yesterday wasn't really a fun day. I didn't really want to do the a video, so do another live so earlier, like so soon, because really pissed me off. This guy. You really, there are lots of idiots out there, and that guy has the guts to tell me, oh dear. So I hope everybody's well. uh you guys staying at home? You guys doing the social distancing? I'm always doing this, keep like 6 feet away. Using hand sanitizers. Always have my hand sanitizer with me. So every day, like every other day, or try to make it every other day, I try to go to get my groceries, because now I enjoy actually cooking dinner at home. So I do cook many times, like 3 meals a day, and I don't mind that. Yeah. So yeah, here we go. Sometimes these messagings, hi Jess, how you doing? I just read, hey, good evening, Dennis, my awesome Patreon. You're awesome, guys. Yep. So yeah, really, some nasty. Really, I really wish I could cuss on this channel. Just swear my guts out, because there's so ignorant, mofo's out there, and these guys. I mean, I'm sure you guys have hand sanitizers. Yeah, I saw your emojis. They're awesome, man. I don't even know where you can get a hand sanitizer emoji, Jesse. Yeah, and yeah, Dennis, how are you doing? It's pretty late over there where you are now. Yeah, so today I'm showing the videos of some about everything. I did this playlist a long time ago, so it's the earlier days I've been vlogging in mainland China, and usually I just pop across the border. It takes around 40 minutes traveling time to get through the border, and it's kind of a lot different. I had to go to Macau actually early April, but now, as you guys heard, everybody is okay. I'll look under that. Thank you, Jesse, for the emojis. Yeah, so I I have to go to Macau for like a business trip and the neighboring Zhuhai, but so much crap has been happening that now if you go from mainland China or from Hong Kong to Macau, you have to quarantine, self quarantine in a designated area, and you're responsible for feeding yourself. You have to get all your money ready to. And that is the latest news. And people have been warning me. If you have to go back, it's not a good time. So I don't know what's going to happen. It's not good. So it's sad. Yeah. Anyways, there are a lot of people out there, during sunny days or the summer or whatever, ride bicycles, and there are guys that dress up like professional cyclists. I'm sure there are some, in my channel, and it's awesome. Getting out there, it's a hard workout, good cardio workout, and these guys in these racing bikes, all dressed up. Yeah, it's true. Yes, might not able to go to mainland China now. So these are all the videos I have. Some suppliers, retail stores say, "Hey, when you come in, take a look at my new. I got some new stuff in and stuff like that. You want to do a video or stuff like that?" I'm miles away from mainland China. I'm in North America now. Yep. Yeah, that's sad. Yeah. So behind here, anyways, is the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Shenzhen. So it's one of the tallest buildings in Shenzhen, and you can see right across Hong Kong and the whole of Shenzhen. It's an awesome place. Those were the days back then, and yeah, it was good. So let's talk about this. The cycling. You guys seen these guys on the road? They're wearing the helmet. I wear a helmet and have these suits. What do you call those cycling suits, cycling gear, stuff like that, with all these sponsors and pockets at the back, and these bicycle pants with cushions on your singlets, okay, and the like butt pads on your bicycle. Today was a really awesome day. It's like in the 70s where I did the video, and look at this. Look at the front page. So I was just riding my bike, minding my own business. I did the vlog first, right? You guys probably saw I released it. I edited it last night and released it this afternoon, and I was just thinking, hey, you would see a lot of racial discrimination around. Sorry about I already called the cable company. I asked them, what the hell's going on, but everybody's staying home, so the internet. This is a cable internet. Cable internet is a lot slower, and they don't have much. They don't even have a fiber optic. What do you call that? Fiber optic cables here yet. So it might be a while. But in Hong Kong, I have fiber cable. Gee, I'm getting really excited on this live because I'm just so pissed. Very, very extremely pissed. So yeah, definitely. And that guy probably has COVID-19, and I hope he dies from it too. I don't mean to be nasty, but you would hear all this discrimination. People, because you're Asian, so somehow you got to do with this COVID-19 or the China virus or whatever. Because I'm Asian, so I'm the guy who's responsible for bringing it over. So there's hate, right? You see my face, there's hate because I'm Asian, right? So it perfectly makes sense, And this guy was a really sneaky bastard. He's riding on his stupid ass bike and thinks he's so cool. Okay, riding, and me and my son were just riding our bikes leisurely. Okay, no big deal. And he comes passing us with his fancy bike and shit gear, whatever, and then just say, you frickin' you Chinese, bringing blah, 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 this virus, people are going to die because of you, blah, and he just said that and just zoomed off. And we're actually riding up a hill, okay? And that cheeky asshole thinks I can't chase him, but he was dead wrong. I said, beg your pardon, what are you saying, guy? And he just said, yeah, blah, blah. And who said, oh, okay, Bong, this is a Canadian dude. White Canadian dude, very arrogant on this sports racing bike with these thin tires, wearing all dressed up, like a professional, shaved his legs, shaved whatever part he likes to on his body, and me and my son were riding my bike, and so he just passed leisurely, okay, and just say, you effing Chinese, you guys, a lot of people are gonna die because of you effing whatever. It's just, and it was kind of stupid. I was so furious, I didn't know what to do, and he just like passed me because he thought he's like, he rides every day, he's really fit, he couldn't pass. I wouldn't be able to chase him back and talk to him or whatever, or attack him or whatever. I mean, if I had a 9mm, it would be through his skull right away, right? That's how, pissed I was. He thought he can just say this to me and my son and just zoom by on his bike riding up the hill. And he was really wrong. Okay, guys? He had no idea, all they know is about his bike, how good his bike is, right? He has no idea what bike I'm riding, okay? So I'm, this bike, I bought it for a long time. Now this, now I really appreciate my bike. It's an Opti bike. It's from Colorado, and John is the founder. And we talked to him, and we shipped, this bike's handmade basically. And it's a really modern bike, and it has military grade lithium ion batteries. It has 1,300 watts of lithium power, whatever. And this is one of the most powerful e-bikes on the market. And actually, on this bike, they they went on the Pikes Peak in Colorado, and they're riding. There's an e-bike competition, so every team was riding their best bike, and they were riding their best bike there. And hi, Will, how are you doing? And a team, I think, of 5 people. So they had many e-bike companies riding up the Peaks Pike. It's really tall mountain, and an Opti bike team won the competition with ease at all. And it wasn't a close race at all. I mean, they left the other e-bikes to dust, okay, because of the yeah, that's what that company says. I'm just it's great. Yeah, it's got a little bomb inside, and you can just bomb that bastard, right? That's what they say anyway. I'm just quoting what they said. Okay, I'll just say it's a really good lithium ion battery. And by the looks of that bike, you can't really tell it's an e-bike. And also on the Pikes Peak, they did the race. They completed in 1 hour and 6 minutes. So that was the fastest time on the e-bike. Till now, these bikes are really solid and they're really fast. So anyways, that guy had no clue. He has no clue what he is either. It's just, he's a real, dick. Anyways, yeah, I'm so angry today. I just had to share this with you guys. I'm sorry. This is a rant video, okay? It's a rant video. Please excuse me. I am just so freaking, just, it's just unbelievable, these guys. And yeah, he's mean. He's a beeping hoe, Canadian dude, okay? Okay, I'm nothing against about Canadian people, whatever, they're awesome people. But when you see these arrogant assholes on the road riding their bike, they think they're at the top of the world. Okay, everybody is lower. You're the highest guy because you think, gee. So this, yeah, terrible freaking a-hole. Yeah. And then let's go to the exciting part. So he's riding up the hill was like 20 something degree angle, and it's kind of steep. Okay, so we were just riding leisurely, really slow, and this asshole just said this really nasty thing about you freaking Chinese, gave all these virus to us, blah blah. It's really mean words, and then just like accelerated and zoomed past us. Okay. And my son said it so fast. My son says, "What was he saying? What was he saying?" I said, "Don't worry about it." And then my bike's an e-bike, okay? So I just chased after him with ease. I didn't even use any effort, okay? I just assisted the pedal a little bit, and I just caught right up to him, like parallel. I said, "What the F did you say to me, you freaking a-hole?" And then he was so freaking surprised. You can see his face just went blank because he didn't think I could catch up to him right that instant, right? And you can see this asshole really changed his tone. And he says, "Oh, actually, I'm a medical doctor. My friends are going to die from it." But then I said, "Why did you cuss at me? What is your freaking problem, man? Huh? You think you can just pass me and say these things? It doesn't have to." No. He's just trying to be nice because he knows. He knows, I'm right at him, and he can just ride whatever the hell he wants. But I can ride like 50, 60 miles, okay? I can still be on his tail if he has any energy left, okay? Asshole, sorry, guys. It is a rant. Oh, dear. So these guys, I love you guys. I mean, my little channel here, you guys are awesome. You're the best. You give me likes. You communicate. You give me awesome comments. And just some guy decides to do this, in front of my son, and me, and just says, yeah, welcome to Canada, right? This guy, and it's just so ignorant. Okay, let's get back to this asshole. And then his face just went blank. What face do you say that face? when you just shocked when he saw me on his side. And I just, seriously, I really want to run him down at that time. And I just got really close to him. I said, "What the F did you say, you freaking, whatever?" And then I went really close to him because I really want to knock him down, that ass. And he said, "Stay away. Keep your social distance." I said, "Don't worry about it, man. I'm just riding along with you, okay? I just want to sort this out." And and then he's just explaining. Okay, it's just like, "Oh no, because I'm a medical doctor, I'm gonna lose friends over this." And then he suddenly goes, "Do you think it's funny?" I say, "Hello, where are you? Where's your mind, man? I'm cussing out because you're being an asshole, and you say, 'Do you think it's funny?' I mean, who's the joke? Where's the joke? Do I actually see a joke here? You know, it's just I should kung fu him. Give him a karate chop in his grind. That was." Yeah, he's the freaking joke, man. I hope really, he'll see me on this video and think, and know how much of an ass he is, right? Yeah, just cough in his face, but I'm a gentleman, right? I can, whatever you say to me, fine. But the thing is, the outcome of this thing was this asshole thought he could just, shout it at me next to my ear and just zoom by on his freaking racing bike, with his all freaking arrogant shit gear on his body, okay? And I'm just this guy wearing jeans and just a shirt and a jacket, okay? No fancy whatever label. I just got some bicycle gloves, okay, to protect myself in case I fall down or whatever, right? Safety first. And it's just so unexpected. I really shocked the F out of him. I don't know. At that time I was just cussing so much. Yeah, public shame. He's a doctor and all that. Oh, what? So you're going to see a sick Asian patient and you would tell them to F off because you're a doctor and you think he's the guy who brought the virus in? Do you think that's the case for a doctor? He's a professional. I thought, hey, dude, you're a professional. What the hell are you swearing at me? What the hell is wrong with you, buddy? Didn't you go to school? Are you a real doctor? I mean, you have the guts to tell me that you're a doctor? Hello, people like that is just freaking stupid. So, anyways, the whole thing that was worth was whole thing was, I chased up to him. Okay. He didn't know, I'm not a bragger. I don't like showing off. I don't like doing anything, but I got this bike for such a long time. And yesterday, it was, the bike did its job. So I don't even mind give him this Opti bike a free advertisement because this bike is a mean ass bike. And I mean, NBA players, football players, everybody that they have this bike too, and it's a limited edition, and it's has the finest gear on this bike. So this guy, he thinks he's such a professional, asshole bike rider. I think I think his jaw kind of dropped when he saw me, right? It's just a stock photo. It's just a random guy. Okay, don't hate that guy on the YouTube picture. It's just a random. I took a PNG free picture. Okay, but that guy was something like that. It's just a description. So he's very serious guy. Or random guy. Yeah. So I'm just ranting. This is outrageous. Well, did you guys take a look at the video here at the back? It's government public housing. I visit a guy. He works as a security guard. And one day I met him and I said, "Hey, can I check out your apartment?" So it's pretty good. Only 2 people live in this little apartment. It's really small, but they pay like $130 rent a month. So I mean, if I paid $130, I wouldn't mind moving in there. It's about 350 square feet. So it's nice. And they actually get a view there. I hope the internet is not as bad as the buffering at the back. Okay, guys, apologize for it. Now he has no clue, man. He just sneaked up at my back and my son's back, and just says, and he just says that kind of shit. What do you call that? What talk? Whew, I'm getting really worked up. My heart's beating. You know, and I was always thinking, if he comes by my home, I'll be on the rooftop with a 50 BMG. Now, I think that'll do the job. Won't you guys think? My bike, actually, if you look at the picture, so you guys search out Opti bike, there's a website, and it doesn't really look like an e-bike. It just it looks like a regular mountain bike, and he has no actual clue what type of bike that is. So that was kind of so I think that really made his jaw dropped. So angry. Whew. So angry. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to share the frustration. It's just. I mean, if he doesn't like me, it's fine. He can shut the F up and just swallow or whatever. But I think when he went home, he can think about, how much of a dick he was, right? And this virus carrying Asian guy here actually caught up to him and just cussed him out, right? That was the yeah, I used the 850 grain depleted uranium round. That would do the job, definitely. I made my own bullets. I have a bullet press. I have everything, all the primers and all that. We used to shoot out bowling pins. They blow up. You don't blow up watermelons, okay? You blow up bowling pins. Think about how much power there is. Those were the days in Oklahoma. Geez, but Canada's supposed to be, I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. I just really, really don't know. You would hear all these racial crap going on, everything like that, and suddenly you see this thing, this thing's happening to me. Okay, this asshole actually said it to me and to my son. I mean, I hope this asshole is watching my live too. Come over to my place. My gates are open. Come in anytime. Somebody, 850 grain depleted uranium round is waiting for you. Yeah, he's a freaking ass. I don't know. Anyway, you haven't seen me so worked up, right, guys? You haven't seen me so angry. Yeah, have the troops ready. I don't mind buying a freaking army and just to attack you. Yeah, we're gonna come over. If you're not gonna come over to my place, I'm gonna go over to your place and I'm gonna kick your ass. Those were the days in Canada. No, in Oklahoma. In Oklahoma, everybody knows everybody. It's a small town, and everybody's packed. That's why we learn to be polite and respect each other. That's a mutual respect. And this guy when I chased after him, he had the freaking guts to tell him he's a medical doctor. I mean, yeah, mace his ass. I'll stick chili peppers up his butt. I don't live in Canada, actually. The reason I'm in Canada here is because of this virus and stuff like that. So my mom is actually here. So actually the virus I'm not bringing the virus in, guys, okay? I've been avoiding the virus everywhere I'm going. But the deal is when China had this virus, and then I quickly left to Hong Kong, and Hong Kong was getting the virus, I went to the Philippines. And when I left the Philippines, I went to North America, like in the States, and the States has got it really bad. So I'm in Canada, and Canada now, we have to distance ourselves and quarantine ourselves, not supposed to go out and stay at home. But yesterday was a good day. I wanted to really enjoy my day with the kids, everybody. So yes, doctors are idiots. In Oklahoma, you can get a class 3, no problem. But Canadian laws are kind of different. If you shoot somebody, whatever that guy's doing to you, if you shoot him, you'll be up for murder charges. I think that's a law in Canada. It's a completely different world. Hey, Stephen M. Garden. I follow a new YouTuber in Moscow, Letters to the King, and he posted a video showing today Russian army moving into Moscow, military trucks and hundreds of buses of soldiers. Lockdown is coming. Oh, that's sad, man. Yeah, I'll will flee to Antarctica. That is, I think that's a pretty safe place, but I'll freeze my butt off. I'm sure about that. Or go ice fishing, right? But I think in the Yukon territories, really up north in Canada, it's really cold, and the natives up there, they really know how to get their good food. They have so much history on hunting good animals, fishing, and surviving in such cold weather. This is awesome. Oh. So, anyways, yeah. So this is a rant, man. I'm just so freaking. Can I swear, guys? Asshole. Really unbelievable ass. Here, I'm just having some snacks because actually we are still in Hong Kong time. So usually I have dinner around 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is 10 o'clock Pacific time. So that equals 1 o'clock Hong Kong time. So it's their lunch break. So I'll have dinner ready by 10 o'clock, and it's lunchtime for us because of the kids are on Google Classroom live with the teacher, right? So that's how it works, guys. Oh dear. So yeah, thanks for listening to my rant. I'm just super peed out, Okay. Perry, how are you doing, my friend? If you arrive in Hong Kong, they get all your details, okay, personal information, and somehow they have a Bluetooth or something that connects your phone to this thing, or they even have another belt that's a GPS. And the first thing when you arrive in the airport, you do all that, you do all these registration, right? And then you take your thing, you're supposed to they don't care what transportation, you just take a transportation and go directly to home. Don't go to a restaurant, don't go to a 7-Eleven, don't go to a grocery store, go directly home, and that's the deal. Okay, so I hope I answered your question. I'm sorry I'm kind of slow. Replying on the comments because last night I finished editing this video around 3:30 in the morning, so I was kind of tired. So usually I just have a clear mind, until this thing, Yeah, I hope I get beware. Yeah, these Doritos are nice. Sorry, guys. I'm not a big fan. When you get these packs from Costco, I usually get them in Seattle because you don't get that ketchup chips because no one in our family is a fan of ketchup chips, guys. Yeah, I'm just so... And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening to me ranting about some freaking asshole that thinks he's the top of the world when arrogant bastard doctor slash racist, okay? The thing is, it was so stupid. I had my Google Fi phone in my pocket. I had my other cell phone in my pocket. I had the Osmo on my pocket. I should have just filmed him, right? I should have just, at that time I didn't think because I was so pissed. I was just cussing out on him at that asshole. I could have just got my Osmo and start filming him and stuff like that. But this asshole really changed his tone. I mean, you can just see a completely from aggressive attacking me, racist bastard, to because a lot of people are gonna die. My friends, somebody's gonna die from this COVID-19. Well, your friends are not my friends, okay? So why are you cussing me out? Still, he hasn't got a freaking reason, and he knew damn well I was gonna run him over with my bike. Yeah, it's good to rant, right? I haven't done one of these videos before in my life, but it's. I hope I don't have to do this kind of BS anymore. Just rant, okay? But I mean, if you guys are Asian guys or whatever, you're just so used to hearing some bullshit like, okay, let's hear some. Let me tell you some BS that you always hear when I'm, studying in the station where, your English is really good. Where did you learn it? Oh, actually, I bought a Webster's dictionary, and I was kind of reading it every day so I can learn to speak English. These are so annoying. And then if you line up in a restaurant trying to get a reservation and there's some random stranger at the back lining up, and this cashier or the restaurant, the host would say, "Oh, you guys together?" "Yeah, we are together." It's just so used to these things happen all the freaking time. Yeah, I should shame this asshole. And he's a doctor, and I'm sure he'll lose his freaking job because I'll make sure he'll be recorded. It'll be an interesting story. I'm sure everybody would be interested in watching, in motion, him riding, so cool up the hill, and me just filming him in one hand on my e-bike, not even breaking a sweat. Yeah, that would be cool, right? And yeah, I'm sure he'll lose his job. And anyways, you these are the things from an Asian, okay? You would get used to in your life, and they don't. A lot of people say, "Oh yeah, you guys all look the same. How old are you?" They'll still look for my ID, say, because we couldn't even tell how old you are. All these things, Yeah, I hope you can friggin' lock him up and find some big fellas and take care of him. Some horny guys. Yeah, and then they'll tell you, "As a mom, medical doctor, right?" Yeah, that's lock his ass up. And I'm sure he's gonna. I hope he would shut his mouth next time. Really, if he sees me just up the street, okay, just one freaking street. I'm sure we'll pass one day, guys. Yeah. These guys, he needs to get these people, you see some, I think that the deal is if you are American or a Canadian, but the deal is you don't look Caucasian, does that mean you never be American? Okay, guys, you tell me. Hey, what should I, does that, yeah, give him a prostate exam, yeah, with no lubrication, that'd be fun. Just stick a hammer in there or something, split them apart. Everyone West hates China. It's true. Sometimes, people talk, people talk, let's talk about this. There's so much of a bullshit. Here, let me show you the message, okay? And this I strongly condemn it because it's BS. And I'll translate it to you guys. I hope I can get it. Yeah. Okay, this was a message posted on WeChat or whatever. Here, let me focus this guy. So you guys know Chinese, okay? I'll let you read it, okay? And I'll explain this to you guys, okay? What does this message say? And this is a famous Chinese restaurant in China, okay? Yeah, you saw that, Will? Okay, this thing says America, U.S. and Japan has the virus, and I wish them, wish them they'll have this thing forever or whatever. Just being really mean. Here, let me focus, guys. It doesn't continuous focus, this thing. So when you see this kind of crap messages from China, and I really condemn, because this is bullshit. And some guys, the Caucasian guys, they have this certification or whatever in China they have that's saying you're clear from the virus and all that, like a good a tick or green tick or whatever. And these guys want to go to a karaoke bar or whatever, and you're a foreigner or Westerner or whatever, and they say refuse entry because you're white, or because of you're a foreigner. So these things should not go on. I mean, how was it for me to feel like that, yesterday? I felt so angry. And you should think in China, think about those guys in China trying to just go entertain, after all these quarantine, a few months in the house, man. And they got to go out and enjoy life too, right? And think about they getting turned away simply because they were foreign. Yeah, so yeah, it's a restaurant chain. That's BS, guys. So this video I'm watching, this was like crossing the border. I wish I could cross the border, guys, to the States. But they closed the border from Canada to in the States now. Unfortunately, I can't get all my goodies. Excuse me, I'm hungry. Is it when you get really angry or really mad, you eat a lot? I think that's one of the things that makes you happy, right? Yeah, we have no problems going to the States whatsoever. And even guys, Canadians, see, like, took us less than a minute to pass through the border. And other guys up there, the Canadians, they would be harassed. So so what do I get? Okay, in Canada and the States, what do you can? I mean, the things they really like is peanut butter jelly. So they have this goober. So it actually has the jam, the jelly, mixed in with peanut butter. Okay, some guys might think it's gross, but we're used to that. We always have this. Okay, so yeah, in the States, I don't know. Are you guys a fan of the goober peanut butter jelly? Yeah, we get some. Yeah, if we get the lobster prices has gone down there. He said lobster's price has dropped because of that. Okay, what else we get in the States? We get we get, once we're there, we get milk too. Milk is cheaper. We get meat. We get fruits. We get produce such as corn, asparagus, salad, like romaine lettuce, because most of these products, we get olives. These are from California. So we can, if we go in Canada to get these, it's actually basically the same thing, but it will cost more. Okay. So these are the things when we live in the States we're used to getting. And those olives, man, you can't find any Lindsay olives from California. Lindsay olives, the red can, Lindsay, and they even have these snack packs of olives, and I really love them. Hey, Mr. Mitch, how are you doing? So excited to see you, man. So these are the few things in the States. When you go for a steak, if the prices are reasonable, you have kids love to eat meat. Okay, so we get a ribeye, sirloin. Yeah, some people do think it's gross, the peanut butter jelly, but they love it. Yeah. Oh, those Red Lobster butter garlic biscuits. Yeah, they're really nice. You can buy the package, right? I bought some from Costco. They were so huge, and you end up wasting them. And by the way, I made you. Did you see my Instagram? I had a few posts before making the crispy pork cutlet, It was so crispy. Those breadcrumbs actually came from. Yeah, I love Goobers. Yeah, those French breads. Um, Actually, I put them in a blender and I made my own breadcrumbs to do it because those bread were sitting in the kitchen on the kitchen table for like 2.5 weeks, and they went really solid, hard, solid hard. So we just made it into pork cutlets. Hey, Steve MC going. My friends in Czech who work hospitality told me they will welcome Chinese tourists when they come back. They just hate the CCP COVID test kits from China. Government turned out to be fake. Yeah, man. In China, you got to be really careful. What is fake and what is real? I can't even tell what's the difference. You get scammed. So on eBay, there's a lot of people complaining. You buy a lot of stuff that's supposed to be genuine. See, you get milk from the States, and it's a lot cheaper. So again, across the border, there are a lot of dairy stores that carry milk and these eggs, and there are a lot. But now the Canadian dollar has dropped really, really low because of the oil prices. It's really, really bad. So Canadians, my fellow Canadians living here in Metro Vancouver, the lowest price they went below $1 already for a liter of gas. So that is a really, I haven't 99 cents like 10 years ago or something like that. So it's really, really bad. Okay, so let's change a little bit of subject, okay? Because we're talking about this. Let's go to like CCP and the Chinese people, okay? Like I'm Chinese, okay? There's nothing, I'm proud of being Chinese. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, I enjoy my work. I enjoy my place in society, whatever. I'm happy. I do videos for you guys. And that's that, okay? And before, China was a really poor country. I mean, seriously poor. They don't have enough money just to get basic needs for school, for food, and the crops are crap. They can't grow, stuff. And because of the Communist Party that went in, okay, so all the rich people, whatever, were like crucified and sent to the farm and stuff like that. There was like the Cultural Revolution. So at that time, like for everybody won't hear much about China. It's just like North Korea. There's no news that's leaking out of there. You don't know what's happening in there. And China started, and then, everything started to change. They started to be good, financially stable. Everybody is not living off the government, not getting food tickets, not getting toilet paper tickets. Toilet paper. Did you get your toilet paper? I got a bidet. So you guys look into a bidet, okay? There's a link down there. Check it out. Check the bidets. They're really awesome because when you see these flaky parts, it's done a good job because tissue paper won't do any of that cleaning. Okay, sorry for being so explicit, but this is the fact about bidets. Yeah, Americans, they have their way of doing things, and yeah, it's true. And for example, like here, you go to Sonic's, you really enjoy the cheeseburger, have a shake and stuff like that. These are the things that we are used to having, right? So, anyways, so China in the 80s they decided to open up their economy, and they become from Deng Xiaoping. So even then, Hong Kong was really close to mainland China, but Hong Kong had kind of nothing to do with mainland China because it was under the British, and they even had the British Peace Corps or whatever at the border fences to catch the IIs. It's something like in the United States and Mexico border. Okay, so all these guards to catch them and deport them back to mainland China. So it's the same situation. Yeah, a lot of people got killed from the cultural revolution. So people they don't know what is manners. They don't know everything is normal. Like for a Westerner, you see their culture, you don't really accept that. It's kind of not in place or not used to. So even some of my family from mainland China, they tell me, please excuse us from our behavior because we were just brought up like that. And the thing is, even now, if you young couples have kids and all that, the grandparents will take care of the kids because the parents are too busy working, making money, right? Because it's more like now it's more like a socialist society. You got to work for your money, and so the grandparents, came out from the revolution, so they're just used to having their life. So, for example, the diapers, they don't wear diapers, so these little babies, like 6-7 months old or a year old, they can start to walk around, stroll around at the park. Their pants are open in the middle. They have a cutting, so you can cut a hole in the middle. So if they decide to take a dump anywhere or take a whiz, they'll just hold their legs up like that and just go aim and shoot and fire. I mean, you still, if you go to rural countryside, it's still the same kind of stuff happening. So, oh dear. So these are the things you got to get used to of the culture revolution. So now, and they did so well. And I'm an Asian. I'm proud because China. Oh well, I'm proud of Chinese, but I'm not proud of the behavior. Okay, and not. I'm not saying I'm a communist supporter or whatever, but it's the Chinese have a place in society already, right? Let's talk about the good side, not the negative part, though. So they know they're good at business, stuff like that. I mean, they're good at copying shit too, because think about how Japan after the World War II, they copied a lot of stuff from the States too, right? So it's the same thing in mainland China. They had to start off copying or whatever stuff like that, and and for Asian Chinese, we are proud. China has a name, so we won't be hopefully we won't be discriminated, won't be as heavily discriminated, right? So this was the part that I was proud of. But until now, the communists are kind of cracking down. Everything has changed now because of the CCP nowadays. But generally, what I'm saying is that the Chinese are they have a place in society. Before we really, you're just, you're just an Asian, you're just a guy from China. And you can't, how can I say this? If you are Asian, you're automatically coming from China. And China, for at that time, is a really third world country with nothing. And they would just look down on you. But nowadays, people don't look down at you as much. Or the guys who try to bully Asians, like I got bullied, are so narrow-minded and ignorant. That guy was pretty surprised that I could speak English. He thought I was one of these new mainlanders that migrated to Canada too, right? Jeez. So here, let me read. Mr. Chu, I worried my cousin living in America. She is Korean. I am Korean, not Chinese, but East Asian. And I'm worried that BC is going through a hard time. Everybody is going through a hard time in the States, looting, stealing things. It's just you see a lot of house being broken into, and just they have to keep the society in place. That's why they're trying to get the military into these heavily disastrous areas. And Korea, I wish, are you living in Korea now, or are you living in the States, Mr. Ju? Because Korea is hard hit too, and it's kind of sad. I wish my daughter wanted to go to Korea for shopping, because a lot of near Seoul. Okay, great. My daughter wants. Oh, very nice to meet you. Here, let's give you a fist bump. Hey. That's how you greet people now. No shaking of hands like Trump. Oh, so my daughter actually. Yeah, nice to meet you. Thank you for watching my channel. Welcome, and welcome everybody for watching, listening to me rant. You know, just getting so pissed today. Oh, yeah. Anyways, my daughter's birthday is tomorrow, so she already booked the ticket to go to Seoul, to go to Myeongdong, and that's a shopping place. Yeah, and because Asian people, really love Korean fashion. They really like all these stuff. Korean fashion is different. It's a trend. People are following a lot of Korean drama. I don't know. Have you guys watched the Korean drama? I've been. There's so much nothing. There's nothing to do at home every day, so I watch Netflix. Watch the who's this guy called? Here, let me find this guy. This Korean guy is here. Let me try to find him, guys. I hope I'm not boring you. This guy, Hyun Bing, the actor. Here, let me focus and show you this guy. So you guys can see it on Netflix. It talks about a North Korean soldier meeting South Korean CEO from a very famous company, public company, and yeah, the parachute movie. Yeah, I saw all that. Few nights of not sleeping, watching this parachute, and it's good they have subtitles. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, you watch that too. But the thing is, there's so many goodbyes, right? Crying, goodbye, and then leave again. I think Korean dramas are always crying and then saying goodbye. We meet up again, and then suddenly you say goodbye. I think that's how it works. That's your typical Korean drama. Anyway, guys, I hope I haven't bored you guys too much, but I'm super pissed today. Uh, just and this racist bullshit is just effed up so bad because in China there's racism against foreigner. In the rest of the world, racism against Asian people. And when you see an Asian face, it doesn't mean you're carrying the virus. Like I've been running through so many continents trying to avoid this virus, and somebody told me that I'm bringing the virus. So that's effing bullshit. Okay. Yeah. Korean people are awesome. We cook Korean. I marinated some kalbi. Kalbi is like a fatty beef ribs. So you marinate with Korean soy sauce, little bit ginger, apple, some pear, and sesame, little bit of sugar, and you just marinate it and just grill the meat, and it's really, really yummy. Yeah, Korean used to have Chinese characters, but Chinese characters are really hard, so they simplified their own language, same as in the Japanese. So the base language was from China, guys. So I hope I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. If you have any comments or anything, just shoot at me. But I feel a lot better ranting and happy. So go check out the bike. Oh yeah, Chinese characters. Check out the Opti bike and look at that bike. It's really impressive. So these ass, these proud, arrogant cyclists. I'm not saying all cyclists are like that, but especially that asshole. Cyclists can kiss my behind, okay? Because he passed the wrong guy on a wrong bike. Okay, he didn't pass a guy on a Walmart bike. Okay, so that's the story. So thank you very much for joining me. I feel really a lot better, top of the world. Yeah, everybody stay strong. We need to distance ourselves, stay like 6 feet away from people. keep our hands washed, right? Not touch our face and not get infected, and just build a habit like that, and try not to go out. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy talking to you guys. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I could have, but in a way that if you're a Native American, if you say they are Chinese, it's a big insult for them. They'll really get angry. Yeah, but you can say yeah. Thank you, Mr. Mitch. Thank you, Jesse, as my moderator. You're awesome, #1 top fan. So we give a shout out to Mr. Mitch from Washington State. Stay safe, man. Okay, it's really bad. Mr. Ken Tennis, I'm always bad at reading, from Florida, right? Stay safe out there. I hope they shut down those beaches, these spring break, spring break guys. They gotta really stay safe. Bong, nice to see you. So did I miss anybody here? Mr. Ju from Korea, stuck in Florida, Bong, all you guys, Stephen, MC going, uh, thank you, Candy Graham, all you guys are awesome. So I'm gonna say good night, and I'm gonna get, yeah, beaches is good. Yeah, it's for the safety for everybody, man. Yep. So I'm signing off. I'm gonna get ready to cook some dinner, and after I cook my dinner, I'm gonna put it on Instagram. So check out my Instagram. I have all my food. Usually, I take some pictures of what I ate that night. Okay, so peace out. Stay safe. Keep your hands washed. Social distance. No crowd gatherings. And thank you. Goodbye.